2, 1.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation and academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
One JB Digital Media welcomes you to this following presentation of Highlanders FC.
And it's another beautiful afternoon from Bishop Schmitt Field on the campus of Wheeling University. I'm Chris Thoburn alongside of Sean O'Grady, getting ready to bring you West Virginia Highlanders action as they take on Sporting Columbus. Good afternoon and welcome into the broadcast booth. Once again, Chris Thoburn alongside of Sean O'Grady. And Sean, anytime you come off of a tough loss, you just got to be able to clean up some of the mistakes. You got to be able to go back, look at film, see what you did, what you didn't do, and get back out there. You know, being around the team and almost close to returning from your injury here, what was Coach Wall's message to the team this week?
Mainly just keep our heads up. We keep our heads up, keep the confidence up. We take a loss, 0 points coming out of last weekend, but you can't let that affect you throughout the whole season.
Absolutely, especially, you know, we're getting near the end of that season now. You know, playoff points are really, really important. Croatia, they're at the top right now, coming in at 5-1-1. The Highlanders sitting in that number 4 spot right now. So you can't look at necessarily the standings in general. You just have to go out and be able to take care of business today.
Absolutely, and you can pick up 3 points here this weekend, pick up 3 points the next 3 games, and it should put you in a nice position coming into the playoffs.
And that's the thing, too. I was really looking down through the schedule, and you look at the top of the division right now, and pretty much the Highlanders have played everybody up in that division. I mean, most recently playing Croatia, like we said, a 4-1 loss there for the Highlanders. But then, yeah, the 2-1 victory over Spire. I mean, it seems like now you're starting to play near the bottom of the division, but this league is just so even, you can't take any games off.
Absolutely, and especially a game like this should be a tough squad that we're playing against this weekend, but hopefully we can get the 3.
Sporting Columbus controlling the ball off of the opening kick here, and we are underway from Bishop Schmitt Field. Real curious because the last game I got to call with you was that Ambassadors game, and it was just it was a feeling out process in the beginning for sure. Both teams just taking their time, seeing how open the game was going to be, and then at the end of it, it was the Highlanders coming out with a victory in that one. But at the end of that one, the Ambassadors, though, were the ones that were really dictating the pace here.
Absolutely, and here you'll see the first 10, 15 minutes, both teams are just going to fill each other out. Here, got to attack.
Sporting Columbus with control out on the outside, trying to free up some room. Nobody home. Great defensive play there by the Highlanders as they try to bring it back down the other way. Here, the wee lunk there in the background, getting to talk to them earlier. The drum and the chants, I just absolutely love it. Just gives you that awesome atmosphere. Sporting Columbus still with control here in the beginning of the game, but a lucky bounce there for the Highlanders, and they will have control here on the throw-in. Throw in here for the Highlanders, Blair Sinclair, and he will have control here on the outside. Sporting Columbus bringing it back the other way. Tried the no-look pass, but the Highlanders right in the vicinity there. It is amazing because, you know, here, I mean, we're just in the first couple minutes into the game here. It already looks like Sporting Columbus is really trying to, you know, shorten the length of the field here, just putting a lot of pressure on the Highlanders anytime they touch the ball.
Yeah, sometimes you have those teams that just want to go full 100% the first 5-10 minutes, see if they can catch one or two in the back of the net.
And I think that's one thing that makes soccer such a beautiful game, too, is because I believe it's the most wide-open game out there, too. So if you could have these teams that come in and can really close the gap, that's what makes them dangerous.
Yeah, especially like teams like this with Sporting Columbus should be a good challenge for the Highlanders tonight.
Is it always more difficult, too? I mean, you know, in this league and then sometimes in college, you don't get to see the same team. You only get one look at them, and that's pretty much it. Does that make these challenges tougher when you come into this season like this?
It does. Sometimes you do have the help of film, which nowadays is an amazing asset that both teams have. But if you face a team once, you're kind of hoping, hey, maybe their X factor's out, maybe they're all healthy, and it's going to be a good 1-1, 2-1 game.
Yeah, that was another thing that we noticed even with the Ambassadors. I mean, they had an extremely large roster, but you had several players miss. I mean, even look at the Highlanders roster. It's really big roster out there, but don't necessarily mean that you have every single player available every single game. Highlanders with control here on the outside. Chico Ichimaya had an opportunity there. Ball will be cleared away here by Sporting Columbus. One-on-one opportunity back the other way. Great defense by the Highlanders. Roman Gonzalez being able to get back for that one. It was a very dangerous potential one-on-one situation there. It just kind of, the ball bounced off of both players' heads. Highlanders now starting to control. The first couple minutes of the game, it was in Sporting Columbus's favor, but now the Highlanders trying to turn up that pressure back the other way. A lot of this game been being played pretty much right around midfield so far.
Yeah, that's what wins games. Midfield wins games. You control the midfield, you control the game.
And, you know, a lot of people don't really necessarily think that. They think, oh, you know, hey, the more opportunities you get, the better. But, like you said, an odd man break coming back the other way here for Sporting Columbus. And Highlanders with great defense there, though. The ball kind of took an odd carom. And that's Chico Ichimaya with the defensive play. And back the other way coming the Highlanders, but a good slide tackle there by Sporting Columbus. They will maintain possession. Opportunity here for Sporting Columbus as they shoot it just high. Goes off the crossbar of the football goal post right behind the soccer goal. About 5 minutes into the game here, no score. Wind really picking up here now too. Having to hang on to the roster sheets in here in the press box. Sporting Columbus here, another opportunity as they get into the slot at the top of the box, but another great play there by the Highlanders. They're going to clear this one away, and Coach Wall not real happy about that last sequence. Throwing attempt here for Sporting Columbus. Definitely a hot one out there today, Sean. I think the humidity is going to play into this one.
It is. That heat's going to hit, but I think we're expecting a little bit of drizzles around halftime.
Yeah, it looked like, of course, there was about a 35% chance of precipitation all day. So far, we've been lucky with just a few sprinkles. Be okay if we kept it that way until at least the end of this game.
Hopefully.
Shot's going to go over goal once again. So the Highlanders not necessarily letting a lot of huge opportunities here in the first half, but Sporting Columbus getting a couple shots toward the goal. But I really feel like the Highlanders have done a good job by forcing Sporting Columbus to take these shots from a lot further out.
That's what, yeah, they're staying really compact in the middle to where it's really forcing the Sporting Columbus players to have to go out wide in order to create opportunities. Mainly, if you just keep the middle compact, it's really hard to move the ball through. That's where, back to what I was saying, midfield wins games. You keep the midfield compact, they can't move it around, they got to play out wide. And overall, less players are obviously outside behind the football lines, but you control the midfield, you control the game.
And that's one thing, too. We saw it last game, or a few games ago with the Ambassadors. I keep saying last game, folks. I apologize. I had to miss the Spire FC game. But in that Ambassadors game, too, the Highlanders just absolutely controlled the sidelines in that one. I mean, how many odd man breaks were there, especially more in the beginning of that game, not necessarily as the game went on. But you saw a lot of fast break by the Highlanders and the wingers just really getting freed up there on the side.
That's what, yeah, I believe we're missing our number 9, Miguel, but so we won't really have that threat to be able to go down the line and cross it in. But our wingers are still available, and they can still do that freely whenever they want. They have the skill to do it.
Sporting Columbus now with another opportunity. This one's going to be shot further out. I thought for sure maybe he had a little bit more time. If he could have tried to dribble that one in there a little bit more, could have been set up for a better shot.
That's what, yeah, he might have had a chance, maybe 1 or 2 more touches just to get maybe an extra yard or 2 closer.
And that's the thing. I mean, sometimes you look up, you see yourself wide open, and it's just kind of
that's why the nerves start hitting the stomach. You're like, I'm shooting this thing.
Yeah, absolutely. You don't even necessarily know where you're at on the field. Bernardo Vilches, one of, I believe, 4 returners from last year's season. Defender out there for the Highlanders. Highlanders have control over on the far side. Trying to bring it back in. Nothing quite home there yet. Highlanders with the throw in and control. Just over 9 minutes into the first half here. Still no score. Collision over on the far side. Sporting Columbus now with the possession. Sporting Columbus now with a 3-on-2 back the other way if they hurry. Controlling the ball across the middle here. Another great defensive play there by the Highlanders. That was Vilches coming all the way over from his defender position that was all the way on the near side of the field. Had to run east to west.
Yeah, that was a great tackle. If he missed that tackle, we could have been in trouble.
Now the Highlanders have it freed up down the other way, but just a little bit too much juice on that one. Getting freed up there was Landon Shed. Throw-in opportunity here for the Highlanders. About the first chance that the Highlanders had in the first 10 minutes of this game, and it was a good one. Shed just able to get right by the defender. It was one-on-one with him and the goalie, but just a little bit too much heat on that one. Highlanders with an opportunity here on the outside. Good battle out there on the outside. Taylor McFarland. Kicked out here by the Highlanders. Going to go out of bounds and be another Sporting Columbus throw-in. Or check that, actually wasn't McFarland over on the sideline. I apologize. Sporting Columbus now with an opportunity. Had a wide open goal, but he's going to be offsides. Highlanders catch a break on that one.
That was just a oof moment.
Oh, I have a moment here. Here's the replay. On that last one, it just looks like the defender just got beat off of the ball there, but you had the forwards just a little bit past the line. You know, one thing I was really looking at the other day, and it was not necessarily just soccer in general, but it was just all the major sports in general, you have the whole story right now about the Chicago White Sox in Major League Baseball that, a lot of people believe that they're tanking right now to try to be able to make the move to Nashville or to Charlotte. That was one thing that I've always loved about soccer too, was that relegation system. It's like you can't tank. I mean, you got to play, or you're going to get demoted or relegated up. I think that is one thing that makes this game so beautiful, is that relegation system.
That's what. Yeah, you can't have teams like the Cleveland Browns from 2000 whatever to since Baker got drafted. It would be 0-15, 1-16. Like, if that was soccer, they would have been relegated down a division, and if they continued that form, they'd be down 2-3 divisions. You wouldn't see them for a couple years in the NFL.
Yeah, and that was one thing that I've really liked. And I mean, you see some of these stories too, and especially whether it be a friendly game or whether it's one of those where you have a D3 going up against a D1 or a tier. It's just, I really like that it gives these smaller clubs an opportunity to be able to move up and show the type of talent that they have.
A great example of that in the Premier League right now is Luton Town.
Yeah.
They had to do a whole refurbish and redo their entire stadium just so they can fit the minimum amount of fans in the stadium, and it wasn't big enough for the Premier League, especially with the big teams like Manchester United and Man City coming in.
It really has been too, and like I said, I think that's one thing. It just makes the game beautiful, but it also makes clubs successful too, because you're being held to that high standard. So you're expected to win, but you're also expected to have the facilities to be able to accommodate moving up to the next level.
Exactly. Whenever I played for Ryan when I was younger, it was that system around the U12 to U15, 16 ranges. You play from, there's divisions like 6 to 1. If you play well enough, like the Premier League, you get promoted. You play terrible, you're down a league, and that's where you just got to manage. Like, hey, you got to win the games, man. You can't just take the game off. You got to get your 3 points each weekend.
Yeah, that was something that I was really thinking about, coming into this game and everything, especially just watching the fiasco that the Chicago White Sox are right now. About 15 minutes in here, still 0-0. Sporting Columbus with quite a few opportunities. The Highlanders with just the one so far, trying to open up some space out there to get a quality shot on goal. Freeing up Chico here on the outside. He has some room, looking down toward the middle, and Sporting Columbus doing a good job of getting back on that one. Defender coming back in, but it's going to be a turnover here right in front of us. Highlanders maintaining control, but Sporting Columbus keeping that pressure on. Especially on Chico Ichimiya, too. I mean, that's just the guy that he can burn you in so many different ways, and you saw the double team there by Sporting Columbus as soon as Chico touched the ball.
Exactly. He's a very technical player, him and his twin brother. They're just one little move, they could be right past you.
Sporting Columbus, another opportunity as the player slips up. We apologize, folks. We were not actually given a roster for Sporting Columbus, so we do apologize to their fans listening in here today. Try to bring you the broadcast as best as we can. Both teams exchanging some chances here down low. Ball kicked out here by the goalkeeper, and Highlanders have possession once again. Another opportunity on the outside. Just a little bit too quick. Now, I'm drawing a blank, though, too. Wasn't there was actually a documentary that we were just talking about with the regulation system. I think, was it the one that Ryan Reynolds was in? Or
Wrexham?
Wrexham, yeah.
Wrexham, yeah.
I need to watch that before the next game, because I know that talks a lot about the relegation system and about everything that you need to do to even be able to move up.
It does. Another good series about that is it's Ted Lasso. You ever heard of that series? It's it really just shows the ranks of what each side on each competition and each league you're in, how the skill difference can be.
And it's one thing, like, the opportunity is there, I think. I mean, there's obviously some things that would have to change, but I think with a lot of the major sports, there is an opportunity there. And if you go over, to like Russia and some of the areas over there, they already do it with ice hockey.
Yeah.
But just to see, some of these major sports trying to pick up on what soccer is being able to do and why, soccer is so competitive and you don't see a ton of blowouts.
And did I see that the arena football team is moving up a division also, right? To
Yeah,
the NAL?
perfect
That's
example, yeah. Local team right here in Wheeling, they dominated in the AAL2. They're heading up to the NAL. So perfect opportunity like you mentioned. 1JB Media, who we're with here today, they'll actually have the coverage of that game on July the 6th, the Wheeling Miners taking on the Peach State Cats. So really neat story about that real quick and bring you back to the game. The kicker for the Miners was high school teammates with the quarterback from Peach State, but the kicker from the Miners, he wasn't just a kicker in high school, he was also a wide receiver. The Peach State quarterback actually threw him his first touchdown pass.
That's ironic.
Yeah, so there's definitely a little teaser for the game there. These guys are good friends, but when the 60 minutes hit on the clock there, they're not going to be friends then, and then they'll shake hands after the game.
Yep.
Another opportunity for Sporting Columbus. Great defensive play there by the Highlanders. Roman Gonzalez again. Second big defensive play for Gonzalez in this half. Clock striking right around the 18-minute mark here. 0-0 between these two clubs. And Sporting Columbus, based off of their uniforms, I'm sure they have some sort of affiliation with the Columbus Crew.
You actually be surprised. I think it's very little.
Is it?
Yeah. I remember them from my younger days. We played against them in Club Ohio. They have a little bit of affiliation with the Crew.
Another opportunity here for Sporting Columbus. Ball's going to go off to the side there. Gonzalez in, making that not too easy for the forward there for Sporting Columbus. Yeah, and that's what I kind of figured. I figured if you were in a bigger area like that, like you might have some sort of affiliation, whether it might be a camp or, not necessarily funded or anything, but, there's some sort, you probably get to be involved with the team somehow.
Yeah, there are several clubs around the Columbus area that actually feed into the Crew. So most of the players that play for the Crew Academy come out of the clubs out of Columbus.
And that's the other neat thing that I really enjoy about soccer is that you have these club academies for the younger kids. I mean, with a lot of the other sports, you have the draft and everything, so a lot of kids are coming out of different programs. Good opportunity here for the Highlanders. Shot on goal and a save made by the goalkeeper from Sporting Columbus. But what an opportunity there for the Highlanders. And what impressed me the most there was Chico coming down the side, able to thread the needle between two Sporting Columbus defenders, as you'll see on our replay down here. There's the opportunity, splits both defenders, then the other defender just coming in at the last second and just causing a little bit of havoc and not able to get off a full shot there was Landon Shed.
That's what that little contact can throw off everything about a shot.
And it's something that you're taught, too. It's like, okay, you don't necessarily have to get a full-on block or get a full-on foot on the ball, but if you could do something to disrupt the shooter, it's going to make things difficult. Speaking of making things difficult, another opportunity for Sporting Columbus. It was a header opportunity that didn't quite go in, so now both teams really trying to open up this game, Sean.
That's what you're starting. Both teams pretty much have each other ready to go. They know what their strengths are and what their weaknesses are, and both teams are going to start penetrating the weaknesses that each of them have.
In Sporting Columbus, initially, they kept trying to bring everything up the middle, but the last two opportunities for them have all come from the outside. Wind picking up here once again, Bishop Schmitt Field.
Kind of feels good.
Yeah, I was going to say, that breeze definitely feels good. It has been a muggy one out there for these players. Nice header back the other way for the Highlanders. Oh, man, what an opportunity there. Big collision right in front of us. Good battle going on right in front of us as well. So nobody really able to gain the upper hand. It's kind of like a ping pong ball out there right now. A lot of slide tackles there, and this one is going to be possession for the Highlanders. This is kind of a crazy sequence there. Nobody could get control of the ball.
Yeah, those are the type of sequences that something that I could think that's like it is where both teams just keep heading each other, like heading the ball back and forth between each other. You don't know what's going on. It's going to come down sooner or later.
It almost turns into a tennis match for a second. Opportunity back the other way for Sporting Columbus. believe we had the offsides call, I think, there from the far side official.
I think it was a handball.
Oh, was it a handball?
Yeah.
Great catch there by you. I couldn't quite see the signal. Had the press box get in my way here as we will have an injury timeout on the field here. One of the Highlanders shaken up. Looks like Carlos Molina. Yeah, very nice young man. Actually got to meet him a little bit last season.
So yeah, I've done it for the past couple years. He's been nothing but nice to me, so I got no complaints.
One of the veterans on this team is Molina. Actually know his in-laws extremely well. Opportunity here for Sporting Columbus coming back the other way. Just a miscommunication. Now the Highlanders with speed the other way. Trying to free up Shed once again. He has a step on the defender, but can he get to the ball? Not quite. I tell you what, though, I like that opportunity there because Shed already had the step and he had the speed there, but just unfortunately a little bit too much heat on that ball.
Yeah, you always, on turf, that ball is just going to roll and roll and roll. It is not stopping.
Now, do most teams in overseas and stuff, do a lot of them still play on grass, or a lot of them going to the turf over there? I know a lot of the teams in the States are.
That's what I believe. I think it's 50-50 on
Okay.
international. When you look at, like, you can tell by looking at it on either TV or videos, like, oh, that's grass, oh, it's turf. I've seen turf, I've seen grass. Professionals play on grass, but I think like the younger youth, they play on turf.
Crossfield pass there going to be intercepted by Sporting Columbus. Coming back the other way with an opportunity. The shot going to go just wide of goal. And it'll roll out of bounds there. It will be Highlanders ball. And that's the thing, one of the reasons I like to ask that too is because, I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, I don't think it makes a major difference, but there's definitely a difference, like you said, with the speed of the ball, playing on turf. But I think one of the biggest things, what comes into factor, could be the weather. I honestly think that turf sometimes is more slick than grass when it rains.
When it rains, you go in for a nice slide tackle. You're sliding 10, 15 yards depending on how fast you're running. Let me tell you.
Maybe you might not have one extra cut or anything at the end. We'll have to see. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because I know when you slide on that dry turf sometimes, it's bad. You're coming up with a few strawberries there. Our opportunity for Sporting Columbus as they try to bring it back the other way. Ball kind of bouncing around once again. Back into the feet of Sporting Columbus. About 25 minutes into the match here, still 0-0. Early, Sporting Columbus was controlling the pace. Highlanders got a few opportunities. And then now Sporting Columbus turning the momentum in the tables once again.
I think this is when we got the water break.
Do have a water break indeed. At the 25-20 mark here in this first half. So what have you seen out of your team here so far?
Looks like they're a bit slow. Just everything. Just kind of a little sluggish this afternoon, but I think coach is going to talk to him here. It's really going to light a fire. No, I think they'll come out strong here.
Now, you and I were talking off the air here. You're almost fully recovered from the injury here. You just got a couple weeks. You looking forward to getting back out there with the guys?
I can't wait. I'm missing it so much, and with college season coming up, I need to play. It's sitting around the house for a month and a half. It's not fun. That's what I just need to get back. That's what I miss it a lot. Yeah, I'll say that.
Now, did you have to go through a pretty lengthy rehab there, like a lot of physical therapy and stuff to get ready to be back out there?
I will find that out whenever I get back.
Oh, okay.
Right now, it's just a whole bunch of cartilage. That's a little messed up right now, but I think once I start rehabbing and I got a brace for it, so hopefully I'll be back sooner than planned.
Yeah, that was one of the, like I said, that was one of the first things I noticed when you came in. I was like, oh, goodness, he's not in the brace. That's always great to see.
Yeah, that brace is terrible. It's bad.
Yeah, I have been there, done that. Yeah, it's definitely not a fun opportunity. Back to action here for the Highlanders there on the throw-in. Highlanders maintaining control coming out of the water break there. Now an opportunity back the other way for Sporting Columbus. Once again, it's just that ping pong effect there too, just both teams.
Right back at it.
Yeah, playing great defense out there. Opportunity on the other side here for the Highlanders. Ichimiya with a step on the outside, and then the defender able to recover. Looks like it went off of the foot of a Highlander. It'll be a goal kick here for Sporting Columbus. Yeah, it was really funny. I think I mentioned to you before that one of the first ever soccer game that I commentated was in 2012 with Oklahoma State University. It was a women's game. It was 109 degrees, but they said on the field because of the turf, it felt like almost 130 out there.
That's what, yeah. If you younger days, back in my soccer tournament days, we would go and it'd be around 90 degrees on a nice sunny Saturday, and you go on the turf, it's an extra 10, 15 degrees, and you're just dying. Especially if you're wearing black cleats, sun's just, your feet are on fire. I'm sitting there spraying water on my shoes all the time, trying to stay cool.
Oh, even a team like Sporting Columbus that has the all-black uniforms, too. It's just, where the heat just
That's what today. If it was sunny today, they'd be miserable.
Oh, yeah. I was actually out in almost right in your neck of the woods, almost literally in your backyard today for a 5K, and that's what I said. I was like, the temperature didn't feel terrible, but oh, my goodness, just the humidity. And if you know St. Clairsville, folks, it is not flat by any means.
Oh.
So there's a lot of hills out there,
yeah.
too. Two teams back to action here. And then the feet get tied up here between a Highlander and Sporting Columbus. Highlanders maintaining possession here once again. Vilch's kick there. It was a good one. Coach Wall liked that one, but it's going to roll all the way down to the goalkeeper. And sometimes, too, you just have to play that field position game. I mean, if you have control of the ball, just trying to keep it on this side of midfield sometimes always helps, too, especially if you can put a defense back on their heels.
That's what, towards the end parts of the half, they're going to want to start keeping the ball more, both teams, and just conserving their energy for the next half. They're not going all out all 45 minutes of the half.
Sporting Columbus, one of the defenders, he tried to pivot back the other way, lost his footing. But Sporting Columbus getting the possession back again. But right there, Roman Gonzalez, what a pest he has been back there for this Highlanders defense. Seems like every time a black jersey touches the ball, you turn around, Gonzalez is right in your face. Just third or fourth big play on defense for him. Highlanders trying to free up here on the outside. We got a one-on-one battle going. Ball being controlled in the corner. Sporting Columbus able to bring it back out, and another opportunity for them. That's Coleman Meredith on that last try. Sporting Columbus with numbers back the other way. Here's an opportunity, but a great job there by the Highlanders goalkeeper. Jaden Mitchell. Goalkeeper out there for the Highlanders. He was really tested early in this one, but now the Highlanders going to test the defense of Sporting Columbus. Shot from the outside, and that was a tricky one there by Shimon Ichimiya. I mean, that was one of those too, though, Sean. I like that shot choice. You had the goalkeeper out of position, maybe a little further than he wanted to take it, but a great opportunity there for the Highlanders.
Yeah, you think if you put a shot, you're 25 yards out, you put it low, oh, keeper's going to get there, but you put some pace on that ball. They really got to move, and if they're not set, the ball's going in the back of the net.
And then as you just saw on the replay there, I mean, the goalkeeper was pedaling to his right, and that's why Ichimiya tried that outside post. I mean, like I said, I love the shot selection there. You had the goalkeeper going one way, and why not go the other? Corner kick here for the Highlanders. Going over on goal. It was knocked out of the air there, it looked like, by the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus. So we're just going to flip sides here. Be another corner kick opportunity here for the Highlanders. Oh, just getting a knuckle on that one was the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus.
I was going in if he didn't get a touch to that.
And you got Logan Arrett right in his face too. So corner kick this time from the other side. The corner kick gets a good one, but Sporting Columbus with just a little bit more height there. Now Vilchis let it roll out of bounds. Will be a Highlanders throw in here. Here on the near side. About the 32-minute mark of the first half, still 0-0. Coleman Meredith with the throw in for the Highlanders. Tried to go into the heart of the defense there. So we have a foul up on the Highlanders here. And it will be a throw in for Sporting Columbus. But even though they didn't get a goal on that one, Sean, I like the momentum switch there for the Highlanders.
Yeah, hopefully they can continue the momentum for the last 13 minutes of this half.
Sporting Columbus back with the ball the other way. It's a dangerous play. Being tripped up is the defender, Arrett, trying to come back the other way for Wheeling. Nobody home as he ran into a sea of black jerseys, and back the other way comes Sporting Columbus. Opportunity here on the outside. Good battle there. Another throw-in opportunity for Sporting Columbus. That was the same play they tried earlier, but they tried it on the other side, and now an opportunity for the Highlanders. They have number if they hurry. Here's Shimon Ichimiya, tried to get it over, but a great block there by the defender. Ichimiya, he had Shed coming right down the middle. Just a last-second effort there by the defender for Sporting Columbus. Knocks that one away, but it will be a corner kick here for the Highlanders. Here comes the corner kick for the Highlanders. They've had two good ones earlier. This one a little bit lower. Once again, into the heart of that Sporting Columbus defense, and the Highlanders are going to have to hurry back as Sporting Columbus, with speed and numbers, coming back the other way. There's that opportunity by the Highlanders again, just that pesky defense. Vilchis now with the opportunity, frees up a man here on the outside. Kicking one towards goal. Ichimiya with a try on the outside. Holds it, tries to get better positioning. Looking over to the middle, nobody home, but Vilchis able to keep it alive, and then it'll be turned over, and Sporting Columbus with the opportunity again. Just a nice sequence there, but that defense just really stingy. Oh, I mean, stingy on both sides, but especially on that one for Sporting Columbus.
Yeah, it's looking like the Highlanders might be able to get one before the half. That's what. Just got to put one in the back of the net.
I mean, it has been a tale of, I mean, you had that water break in the middle, but you take the half there. I mean, that first half before the water break, it was Sporting Columbus dictating the pace, but now the Highlanders have changed that back the other way. This would be a goal kick for the Highlanders, substitution for Sporting Columbus. Great shot there by Jaden Mitchell. Getting set here for the goal kick. 36-30 mark of the first half, 0-0. Highlanders trying to force another turnover in their offensive end here, and I love the pressure by the guys in white. So I'm unable to come up with that ball. Sporting Columbus bringing it back the other way. Opportunity here for the visitors.
You'd see there that the pressure came from the right side of the Highlanders, and since they all committed to the ball there, it freed up this whole right side, and that's what allowed the Sporting Columbus to attack.
It's one of those two. I think Coach Wall is willing to take a few opportunities here right before the half. I mean, that's how they scored in the game against the Ambassadors too.
Yeah,
he took a few chances.
He's always been just a go-getter. He wants it.
Great play there by the goalkeeper, Mitchell. Looked like he had about a 27-inch vertical on that one to go up and get that ball. Garrett almost freed up on that one on the defender. But that is one thing, though. I think the Highlanders, they have a little bit more stamina right now. I mean, they seem to have Sporting Columbus on their heels.
That's what, yeah, I feel like Sporting Columbus is just praying for that whistle. They want to go in the half right now.
Looks like they only, outside of the goalkeeper, only 3 subs on the bench for the Sporting Columbus squad. Be another throw-in opportunity here for the Highlanders, excuse me. Highlanders with another opportunity coming across the middle of Gonzalez. He teed that one up. He wanted it, especially after all the big defensive plays that he had been making. He wanted one opportunity towards that goal.
He's really been a key player for us this year. He's always been solid.
Throw-in opportunity here for Wheeling. Columbus defender almost being tripped up again in a battle with Farnsworth down low. Highlanders with another throw-in. Throw-in this time will be Coleman Meredith. Vilchis trying to send it across field here, right into the feet of one of the Columbus defenders. Ball kicked out there by the goalkeeper. Great play on that far side by the Highlanders. Just like a center fielder in baseball, just waiting for it to come down. Didn't jump too early or too late. This is Taylor McFarland over on the far side. Sporting Columbus now with another opportunity. A lot of room here, and a nice slide tackle by Vilchis, and able to get it over to his teammate. My goodness, talk about the stinginess of this defense.
Some close calls.
But like I said, I think both teams, though, have had significant opportunities here in this first half.
That's right. I'd say it's about a 50-50 game right now.
Yeah, I'm with you, yeah. Great ball control here on the near side by Sporting Columbus. Now, like you said, I think Sporting Columbus trying to slow down this onslaught here by the Highlanders. Here's an opportunity for Sporting Columbus. Another big defensive play by the Highlanders. Now an opportunity here for Wheeling. Shimon Ichimiya, and the nice slide tackle there by the defender for Sporting Columbus. They work to bring it back the other way, but the Highlanders keeping the pressure on here. 41-minute mark here of the first half. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Will be a throw in here for Wheeling. A lot of back and forth action here in these last 10 minutes. Zach Rycroft getting set to come into the game here for the Highlanders. Shimon Ichimiya looking for his move. He found it. Takes a shot towards goal, but just a little bit too far outside for that one as he tried to switch it over to the left foot. Storm clouds definitely rolling in, but hopefully this rain can hold off. So I'll say I'm going to have to switch glasses here at the half. Still have the sunglasses on. Got to get the regular readers out. Just don't get old. You won't need those.
Oh.
Sporting Columbus with control once again. Ball squirts between about 2 or 3 players down there on the field as we have 2 players tied up. A roll to the goalkeeper. So it will be Highlanders ball after the foul there by Sporting Columbus. Vilchis now looking up the middle. Ball slides off the foot of one of his teammates. The Highlanders back the other way with an opportunity. Ball's going to be kicked across field. Chico Ichimiya with an opportunity, trying to dribble between 2 defenders. Nobody home, but now we have a shot from the outside, but the goalkeeper was in perfect position to make that save. But a good sequence there by the Highlanders. Ooh, official almost got taken out on that one, but it was a Sporting Columbus player that did as well. So it's furious back and forth action here. About the 44th minute of the first half.
That's what we like to see, though. I like seeing stuff like this.
And sometimes that's what it takes. It takes, just one big save or a capitalization on another team's mistake to be able to get your opportunity. So a free kick here for Sporting Columbus. The free kicks for Sporting Columbus. Going to go high up into the air. Bodies flying all over the place. Nothing home there for Sporting Columbus, and it'll be a goal kick for the Highlanders.
Sporting Columbus is trying to get any little thing they can right now. I
was kind of surprised. Were you surprised that he launched that one in the air as far as he did?
It was a good ball that he was looking for, but maybe if Sporting Columbus had like 1 or 2 more in the back post, it could have been a really good chance.
It's kind of an odd location. Now Sporting Columbus coming back the other way. Ball goes right across the box. Highlanders trying to keep it in, but unable to do that was Taylor McFarland. Check that, Coleman Meredith. But what hustle by him. On that opportunity, now Sporting Columbus with the ball. It'll be a goal kick there for Mitchell. Bringing it back out for the Highlanders. Now Sporting Columbus really turning up the pressure once again. Gonzalez over on the far side. Three on two back the other way here for the Highlanders if they hurry. Still have numbers. Ichimiya on the outside. Takes it and it's going to go off of one of the defenders. A battle here between
halftime.
2 players, and it will be halftime. 0-0 as we go into the half here. Chris Thoburn alongside of Sean O'Grady will be back for the second half.
Our mission as educators is to help you grow, explore, and achieve your aspirations. When our seniors graduate, they receive more than just a diploma. They leave Wheeling University with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that they need to succeed throughout their career. Exceptional experiences, exciting opportunities, meaningful guidance, and lifelong friendships. This is the foundation and academic excellence we believe in. That's the Wheeling University difference.
And welcome back here as we are set to begin the second half of play, 0-0 here. We had a little brief rain that tried to cool some things down here, but now it seems like it's kind of gone away, and the mugginess and the humidity is back, Sean.
It's hot. Let me tell you, it's I'm sweating up here.
I was going to say, I think I'm going to need the third shower of the day here. And we're back underway here. The Highlanders with the second half kickoff here. No score in the first 45 minutes of this one. Highlanders trying to open things up here to begin the second half. And Sporting Columbus bringing it back down the other way. Ball's going to roll out of bounds here. It will be Highlanders' possession here on the throw-in. Gonzalez again. Highlanders switching goalkeepers as well. I think Sporting Columbus stayed with the same. Is that Colton Callan into the game now?
I believe, yes, it is.
I was going to say, I had numerous number ones, so had to be sure I had the right one. Vilchis with control here on the near side. Gonzalez back up to him. Kind of looks like an older ball that they're playing with out there. It's got that like gray tint to it.
It's all dirty.
It is.
Looks like the Highlanders switched formations a little bit. They got Bernardo pushed up into the 6, the holding midfield position.
Yeah, they have indeed. I know. I was trying to figure out the same thing. I was like, wait, this is a little bit different look here. Now we're gonna have an opportunity here for a goal kick or penalty kick. I stand corrected for Sporting Columbus. So once again, I think with you and I broadcasting together, I think this is the second one we're going to see.
I believe it is too.
Saw one against the Ambassadors. Here's the replay here.
Yeah, all day. All day.
The player was tripped up on that one. It's a penalty kick opportunity here for Sporting Columbus to try to put one on the board. Here comes the penalty kick try. It's a shot, and it's a save. Making the big save there for the Highlanders. Colton Callan to keep this one 0-0.
That was nice. That was a good save, Colt.
That's like you said. I mean, the advantage obviously goes to the kicker on that one. Now the Highlanders bringing it back down the other way. They have an opportunity 2-on-1. Highlanders still with control. Vilchis on the outside, tried to kick it forward, goes right off of the face of one of the Sporting Columbus defenders. And back the other way they come with numbers, so a lot of action. Just about 10 minutes here into the second half, rather. So the big save by Callan, and it really seemed to light an extra fire under this Highlander squad.
That's what they need, though. They need that fire to play. You need the fire to play no matter what.
You really do, indeed. Here's a replay of that save. Look at that, just getting that arm across as they tried to go down low on the shot, and Callan just working his way over. And then what a great job, too, to be able to get the rebound. Here go the Highlanders back the other way. That could have been that momentum switch that the Highlanders were looking for. Sporting Columbus, though, with control here on the outside. Sporting Columbus coming back the other way with numbers trying to come across the middle. Great defensive play there by the Highlanders, but Sporting Columbus able to get possession back. Knocking one away was Rycroft. Here's a shot by Sporting Columbus. Is going to go wide of the net. So 2 big opportunities so far for Sporting Columbus. It's kind of mirrors there of that first half.
That's what, yeah, it looks like they're coming out hard again in the second half, just like they did the first half, to try to bag one early and maybe just sit in the rest of the game.
Come the Highlanders back the other way. Sporting Columbus there with a nice give and go, but back the other way come the boys in white. Another turnover there, and Sporting Columbus with an opportunity coming back the other way. What a slide tackle there. I'll give you a couple guesses on that one, but I think you're only going to need one, and that was Roman Gonzalez coming across the middle to knock that way. But Sporting Columbus with another opportunity that's broken up by the Highlanders. That was Rycroft again. So just great teamwork there by this Highlanders defenders. And Callan was saying the same thing, guys, like, hey, we got to get moving here. Sporting Columbus with the ball, again, going to get it back to their goalkeeper. Goalkeeper kicking it over here to the near side. Oh, wow, what a kick that was. And great timing there by Sporting Columbus. But now we have a steal, and back the other way come the Highlanders trying to free up Ichimiya. He's going to be spun around there. It'll be a free kick upcoming here for the Highlanders. It's just ferocious action back and forth here between these squads. So it'll be, let's see who we got down here. Vilchis here on the kick. Brody Wall also in there. See if Vilchis tries to go through the wall here, and he gets the kick off, and what a save there by the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus. And another opportunity back the other way for the Highlanders is going to go out of bounds, but I like the choice there by Vilchis. I mean, he put it as far as he could in that corner, but the Sporting Columbus goalkeeper just getting over to knock that one away.
That was a great shot and a great save. One of those shots coming around the wall, it's really hard for the keeper to see exactly where it's going to go.
And he tried to catch him leaning, too, because he was leaning back toward that right side. And just what a play there by the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus. They're coming back the other way here, but Callan's going to have plenty of time on this one. Gets it up to his defender. And back the other way come the Highlanders. Rycroft here on the near side. Gets it back to Vilchis. It definitely gives a different look with having Vilchis up in the midfield position.
Puts a bigger body presence in order to win the ball back in the midfield.
And he was somebody that I saw last year, too, that they played him on in both ways, too. There's somebody else who was Kliki Mupeta was another one that he could play back, but he could also play up too. Another opportunity here for the Highlanders. Ball bounced off one of the defenders for Sporting Columbus. Sporting Columbus with possession and numbers back the other way. Gonzalez had to step up on his man. Collision there, no call. Highlanders with control. Vilchis lets it go between his legs. Does he have enough speed? He does to be able to trip up the defender there. It'll be a foul, though, just a little bit too much contact there by Vilchis. But it was a smart play. He let it go by him. Saw the defender was kind of loafing toward the ball, and Vilchis took off and almost had an opportunity the other way.
Absolutely. I think he was planning on one of the nines to run in onto it, and so he didn't see him running. He's like, I got to get on my horse. And
there's definitely been a lot of good plays on both sides here. But that ever-elusive first goal eluding both of these teams so far, but we're still early here in the second half. Vilchis Bringing it down here, trying to free up one of his men. That's Arrett. Able to keep, nope, he was not able to keep the ball in bounds. But Arrett with big hustle down the sideline, just unable to keep that one alive. Sporting Columbus with the ball back to their goalkeeper. It just, I tell you one thing, like I said, it was kind of mirrored a little bit of the first half, except for the pace of this second half has really picked up, like you mentioned. That was one thing that you mentioned before the half, was that you'd like to see the Highlanders really pick up the pace here, but both teams have.
That's what, yeah. I think it's going to continue being a 50-50 game all the way through unless one team really gets gassed.
Nice shot there from the outside, but a great save by the goalkeeper in Callan. There's been some big shots and big opportunities on both sides, but I think for right now, the change in the game has been the save there by Callan on that penalty kick.
It was. It really brought momentum towards the Highlanders, and hopefully they can bag one here in the next 10 minutes.
Highlanders have control on the outside, trying to bring the ball more to the middle of the field. Highlanders launching one about the length of the field, but it'll go right into the hands of the goalkeeper, who will roll it out to the defender there for Sporting Columbus. Another opportunity for Sporting Columbus coming back the other way. Now Sporting Columbus trying to slow it down a little bit here. Trying to look to free up one of the wingers here on the outside, and they do. Thought about sending it towards goal. Now he does, and the ball will be out of bounds, so we will see. Nope, it will be a goal kick here for the Highlanders. Wasn't sure who it bounced off of. I thought we were going to see our first corner kick for Sporting Columbus. Highlanders with some speed here on the outside. It's Mia freeing up a forward there on the outside, sending it towards the middle. Arrett not able to control that one, and Sporting Columbus has room. And numbers back the other way. Here they come. Trying to free up a winger here on the sideline. He's able to get to it, but has Gonzalez right in his face now. One-on-one there on the outside, and the ball will bounce off of the Sporting Columbus forward. And it'll be Highlanders ball here on the throw-in. I mean, about the fifth or sixth big play there by Gonzalez on defense.
He's been a really big part of the Highlanders team this year. Hopefully he continues this form throughout the playoffs.
And he had that nice shot earlier. I mean, it was from a little further out, but definitely took his opportunity. I mean, as a defender, I don't think you get a whole lot of those. Great communication there between Vilchis and his teammate. Opportunity here for the Highlanders on the outside, sent towards goal. There'll be a save made by the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus, and they want to pick up the pace once again. I like that opportunity. It was just kind of a bad angle where the goalkeeper was able to, I mean, the goalkeeper had the advantage there on that angle.
That's what, yeah, it looked like he didn't really have much help coming through the middle. Just one or maybe two options. Out of those, you just got to put it in the mixer, and hopefully one of your teammates just get on the end of it.
And Vilchis, though, the Highlanders get a lucky bounce here, and Arrett has it on the outside, trying to free up one of his forwards, and he does a shot, save, and the rebound goes right by one of the Highlanders players, but they're able to get it again. Vilchis now with the try, a little bit too much on that one, so two big opportunities there for the Highlanders, Sean.
It's continuing from the penalty save, hopefully.
Here's the rebound there, the big save by the goalkeeper, and then unfortunately the rebound just going right between two players. Mateo Gatseco into the game now for the Highlanders. The Highlanders do have the deeper bench right now. We'll see if that plays into a factor in this last 30 minutes of the game. Meredith in a foot race there on the outside. Sporting Columbus, though, able to win that one, and they have possession once again. Meredith trying to get position. And here's a shot, and it's going to go wide, and a save made by the goalkeeper, but the ball's going to go out of bounds. It will be a corner kick for Sporting Columbus. But a big save there by Callan. We have a substitution here for Sporting Columbus. And then a corner kick upcoming. Here's a corner kick try for Sporting Columbus. It's got a nice curve on it and went over the head of one of the Highlanders defenders. But a little too hot to handle there for the Sporting Columbus team. Here's another opportunity, a shot. It looked like it went off of a defender. Another shot and a save made by Callan. So 3 big opportunities there for Sporting Columbus. But with help from his defenders, Callan also makes a save, and now the Highlanders trying to bring the pressure back the other way. This will be a goal kick here for Sporting Columbus. So both teams just flying right now, looking for that first goal.
Each team's getting chances on both sides of the ball.
One of the opportunities here, a one-on-one try, shot, and the save goes wide by Callan, able to get a paw on that one. It will be another corner kick here for Sporting Columbus. Here's that just furious chances here by Sporting Columbus. Callan able to get back and make the big save. And I like Vilchis here too. He noticed that his goalkeeper had good positioning. So instead of trying for the block, he got out of the way and let Callan make the save.
Absolutely, and here, it's a 50-50 game. This is a great game to watch right now.
Sporting Columbus with another opportunity coming back the other way. Vilchis, this decides to throw the defender down to the ground. So Vilchis there with the yellow card. We'll have an injury timeout here. After the injury timeout, it will be a free kick here for Sporting Columbus. Player able to get up on his own power. Like I said, folks, we do apologize. We did not receive a roster for Sporting Columbus, but the young man able to get up on his own power. Another opportunity here for a free kick for Sporting Columbus. Here's a shot, and Callan able to get in front of that one once again. So Callan coming into the game here in the second half, he really had to be fresh out there. He has made some big saves.
He has had a great 20 minutes coming in off of just slightly warmed up second half.
Now the previously injured player, he is going to have to come out of the game here. It looks like that shoulder still causing him, still causing some issues down there. Another substitution into the game here for Wheeling. Back to action here, the injured player being worked on the sideline. Back the other way comes Sporting Columbus. They have numbers if they hurry. Good battle there with Rycroft and the forward. Opportunity now to the outside for Sporting Columbus, and it looks like that's going to be another, waiting for the signal, it will be a corner kick here for Sporting Columbus. Couldn't quite see if it went off a defender or if it just kind of ricocheted.
Columbus has the majority of the momentum right now.
Kick here, it's going to be blocked and out of bounds. So it'll be another corner kick here for Sporting Columbus. There's the corner kick try here for Sporting Columbus. Ball still up in the air. Still a battle for it down low. And, man, it's that ball ping-ponging around down there. One of the defenders for the Highlanders actually got a chest on it. Behind the goalie, Callan. It will be a goal kick here. Here's the replay. Blair Sinclair was the one with the defender with the big stop there. Here it is once again, and just Sinclair being in the right place at the right time. He actually got his foot on it now that I get to look at the replay. The way he reacted, I thought it went off his chest, but he actually got a nice foot on that one. Ball rose to the goalkeeper here for Sporting Columbus. Closing in on the 70th minute here in this one. Still 0-0. McFarland with the header back the other way. Here's another opportunity for the Highlanders. Be off of a Sporting Columbus player. Be a throw-in attempt here for Wheeling. Ichimia on the outside, trying to find some room, but he had a defender right in his face. Go off of a Sporting Columbus defender, and it will be a corner kick here for the Highlanders. Brody Wall looks like he will be the one tasked with this corner for Wheeling. Here's the corner kick here from Brody Wall. Will be a header down there for the Highlanders, and it's in! A goal for the Highlanders! Definitely going to have to check the replay on that one. I'm not sure if Logan Arrett got the final hit on that one. But that ever-elusive first goal, and the Highlanders find it. That's the smoke coming through the screen there from the Wheelunk. It will be a water break here. for these two squads. Here's the replay here. You had Errett that was right in front of the goalkeeper. There's the first one. It came off of Gonzalez, and then Errett with the header, it actually went off the defender, so technically an own goal. But it was Logan Errett there on that one, getting right in front. Look at the positioning there by Errett, Sean.
That's what, for my high school, my coach always said, just put a man in front of the keeper. It's going to disorient him. Because if he decides to come through you, it's a penalty. As long as you don't touch him, you're going to get in his way. And right there, he just got in his way and got a goal off it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, and a great job there by Gonzalez to be able to keep that one alive. And then Errett sending it in off of the defender from Sporting Columbus for the goal. So after that goal, we will have roughly 20 minutes to go in here in this one. See if the Highlanders try to hold back or if they're just going to keep going full force here, Sean.
Playing for Coach Wall for so many years, I can see him going for 2 more.
Yeah, it's one of them sports where, you know, sometimes a 1-goal lead can be safe, but not necessarily.
It's way too risky.
It is. It is. Yeah, one of them, I was watching a game, it was a while ago in the Women's World Cup. It was Japan, and they were playing, I think it was Panama or something, and they just kind of sat back and ended up burning them. So Gonzalez back with control once again for the Highlanders. Trying to send it upfield there. It's going to be stolen away, but the shot goes right on to Callan, who makes the save, unable to control the rebound, just kind of like I'm unable to say my words. But Vilchis bringing it back the other way here for the Highlanders with another opportunity. Gitseko with the ball, trying to get past one of the defenders, sends it upfield, nobody home, and Sporting Columbus clearing it back the other way. Gonzalez right there for the header, right to a black jersey, and back the other way comes Sporting Columbus. They have numbers if they hurry. Here's an opportunity for Sporting Columbus. It's a shot and a goal for Sporting Columbus, and they tie it up immediately, just a few minutes after the Highlanders goal. So the Highlanders just unfortunately unable to get it over midfield, and Sporting Columbus brings it back the other way for the game-tying goal. So a big response there from Sporting Columbus after the goal by the Highlanders. McFarland sending it upfield, Vilchis trying to get it back down to Gitseko, who is in a one-on-one battle with the defender. Kicked back to the goalkeeper. 50-50 ball there, but it's McFarland winning it back the other way for the Highlanders. Ball finds him once again. Sending one downfield here. Vilchis in the vicinity with the Columbus defender. That ball is going to be on the ground. Looks like this will be a foul against the Highlanders. It will be a goal kick for Sporting Columbus. Comes Sporting Columbus back the other way again. They have the momentum after that game-tying goal. McFarland in a battle here with a defender draped all over him, but draped a little too much all over him.
You try to bring McFarland down, he's not going to go down. He's 6'3", full muscle. He's a big guy.
I've watched him play for an extremely long time. I think he was. Did you guys play together on the U19?
Yeah, me, Taylor, Brody, Alex, we've all been playing together for about a decade.
That's why I figured you guys had played together for a while. Ball goes back to the goalkeeper here for Sporting Columbus. Should be able to get a foot on it. Back to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. He was shoved down, and it will be Highlanders' ball.
Keep your head.
That was a foul on that one. Highlanders trying to send it back up here. Hitchmia with control, gets it over to Vilchis. Finds Brody Wall over on the far side. Wall trying to dribble between defenders, nobody home. Hitchmia has it here on the near side. Hitchmia sending one towards goal, and the Columbus goalkeeper able to come up with that one. It slapped off the back of one of his defenders, and the goalkeeper able to find it for the big save. This game all tied up at 1. Wall coming back the other way here for the Highlanders. Shimon Hitchmia with the ball on the outside, trying to get past the defender, which he did, but the shot goes right in on the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper able to come out and get that one as you had Vilchis charging in there, looking for that game-winning goal.
On that rush down the side, each of me had a little bit more help. Hopefully, we were trying to get a little foot on it. Just nice little dink around the corner. Nice.
And then on that previous one, you just had the bad hop that went off the defender there and almost was an own goal.
Yeah.
Gonzalez with plenty of room here, just a little bit of time as he has one forward on him. 27 for Sporting Columbus with the equalizer in this one. All tied up at 1, closing in on the 80th minute here. Sporting Columbus coming back the other way, just a miscommunication there between the forwards here for the Highlanders, and Sporting Columbus another opportunity coming back the other way. A lot of room here for Sporting Columbus, almost another opportunity. And will be offsides. It will be a goal kick coming up here for the Highlanders. Hitchmia now in the middle. He has a little bit of room. Tried to get it back, but just another miscommunication here. And Sporting Columbus will have possession momentarily. Stolen away here by the Highlanders. Trying to bring it back down the other way here. Having some trouble getting it out of their own defensive zone. This is what burned them the last time. Here comes Sporting Columbus back with numbers. And this one's going to be well over the crossbar. But second bad, almost costly turnover there for the Highlanders, Sean.
It's momentum's against the Highlanders right now. They need to try and just get 1 or 2 opportunities. Hopefully able to get one in the back of the net, get the momentum back towards them.
Gonzalez with control here on the near side. Gonzalez launching it upfield, trying to free up one of his forwards, but just a little bit too hot. And the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus able to come up with that one for a goal kick.
Don't collapse. Do not.
Sporting Columbus with another opportunity coming in on the outside. Just a lot of room here in the late minutes of the second half as we close in on the 82nd minute mark here. Throw in opportunity here for Wheeling. That one looked like it went off of the Highlanders. Now it'll be a throw in here for Sporting Columbus. Another opportunity for Sporting Columbus. Shot from the outside. Saved there by Callan.
I don't know if it's just me or do the Highlanders look a little tired.
Yeah, it looks like. I mean, you had Sporting Columbus that was kind of on the back of on their heels in the first half, but now they have the Highlanders on theirs. Here's Arrett, the goal scorer, coming back the other way here for Wheeling. Had Gasecco coming down the middle. Unable to find him. Another throw-in opportunity here for the Highlanders. The throw in there for the Wheeling, immediately batted out of bounds there by the defender for Sporting Columbus. Throw in now for Wheeling. Sporting Columbus really putting a lot of pressure on that outside, and it worked. As they're able to force a turnover there by the Highlanders. They're going to try to bring numbers back up the other way. That real tight defense paid off over there in the corner.
When you're tight like that, you can't let the other team out like the Highlanders did. You got to keep them trapped.
There's another opportunity here. Ball sent it a little bit too far. Here's a shot opportunity for Sporting Columbus. It's going to go wide. Be a goal kick here for the Highlanders. Ashton Farnsworth back into the game for Wheeling. Farnsworth pretty fresh right now. And he's one that can be a game changer out there too, especially being fresh coming off the bench.
That's what, yeah, it's always nice to get fresh legs out there, especially up top. He can make a run or two and not feel the side effects of it.
Defender for Sporting Columbus. Launching this one back in. It gets by Gonzalez, but he's able to get back with help from Coleman Meredith. So Gonzalez was trying to make a big play there, stepping forward, but a great backup there by Coleman Meredith to be able to knock that one away. Gonzalez, who has been flawless out there tonight. Highlanders catch a break here. It's going to be Vilchis. Just going to try to send one toward goal, bounced off of one of the defenders. Ball will go back to the goalkeepers. So Sean, the Highlanders having a lot of difficulty maintaining control of the ball here in these waning minutes.
That's what it looks like. They're starting to get. They're starting to hit them. The fatigue. They're starting to get really fatigued and tired. They need more motivation and more, just a little energy booster. Maybe just a shot. Maybe let it hit the post. It'll be like, okay, yeah, we can get one. We can still get one.
So it'll be a goal kick here for Callan. Ball going to be launched up the field here. Does Farnsworth have a step? He doesn't. But forcing Sporting Columbus deep back into their own end and back to their goalkeeper. Here's an opportunity here on the outside. Shot towards goal is going to go wide and out of bounds. So it will be Highlanders ball here on the goal kick. Actually, yeah, it will be the throw-in. Originally, they signaled the goal kick, and then now it'll be the throw-in. Highlanders looking to clear this one away. Farnsworth not able to get to it. Kind of took that odd carom and that odd spin on the ball. It will be Sporting Columbus ball as the Highlanders are going to be pinned here in their defensive end. Here's throw in for Sporting Columbus. Another opportunity here on the outside. And a good slide tackle there by the defender. Be a goal kick here for Wheeling. So Callan going to launch this one downfield, try to flip the field possession here. Kick from Callan. Gets it downfield. Ichimia, though, wins the header. Here comes Vilches back the other way, but he's going to be offsides. And just another turnover there for the Highlanders. They had the right plan, just unfortunately was a little bit too quick on that one.
Yeah, Vilches went a little bit early.
And once again, it could be, you know, playing the two different positions with playing the defender and then playing in the middle there. So another opportunity here for Sporting Columbus, closing in on that 90th minute in extra time here. Callan launching this one backfield. Once again, this field has been totally flipped here in this last 20 minutes. With Sporting Columbus having all the control. And then Sporting Columbus coming back the other way. Ichimia was shaken up on the play. A shot and a save made by Callan. Ball is still loose, and it's going to be kicked out of there by the defenders for the Highlanders. Vilches able to get to it. What a move. And he's going to be out of bounds, and it will be Sporting Columbus ball. Shimon Ichimia, the bigger concern here, shaken up on the field. So Ichimia, he's trying to stretch out that left foot. Looked like when he tried to come up on that one, he might have come down on the foot of the defender for Sporting Columbus. No matter what, that's not going to end well for either player.
Yeah, it might have caught a cramp. Looks like he's trying to stretch out a cramp right now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, good catch by you on that one. Yeah, it was just all kind of simultaneously. They had that small collision. So injury time here. Ball tied up at 1. Here's a replay here on the save by Callan, just unable to control the rebound. He tried to dive out. Great position there by both Rycroft and Gonzalez to be able to help their goalkeeper out on that one. It looks like Callan, unfortunately, just couldn't look it in the entire way. Able to get a paw on that one, and then guess who? Gonzalez right in the vicinity to clear that one away. I mean, they say defense wins championships.
Yeah. And it looks like our defense is saving our butts pretty well right now.
Yeah, especially, I mean, like I said, you got to hand it to Gonzalez. I mean, just so many big plays. I mean, I sound like a broken record right now. So Ichimia able to get up with the help of the trainer. More than likely will not be able to continue here tonight. So we'll be throwing here right in front of us for Sporting Columbus. It's Farnsworth trying to get positioning on the defender there here as the ball goes back to the goalkeeper. That's where I said, you know, Farnsworth gives you that change of pace too because he's got so much speed out there.
That's what he's got. He also got those fresh legs where he can put pressure on the defense.
Back the other way comes Sporting Columbus. The Highlanders trying to turn up pressure here once again. Forcing Sporting Columbus to retreat back to their goalkeeper once again.
Chip it.
Yeah, Sporting Columbus there with a good move. Back the other way and a great slide tackle by the Highlanders. That was Brody Wall. Be a throw-in opportunity here for Sporting Columbus. Comes Farnsworth from behind, almost tripping up. Just a little bit too much pressure there, so the foul against the Highlanders. Shot over here onto the near side. Sporting Columbus trying to get one in these late minutes of the game. Opportunity here on the outside. Shot's going to go towards goal. Almost a miscommunication there between Gonzalez and Callan, but Callan calling him off there at the last minute. And the ball rolling to Colton Callan. There's a big kick here from Callan. Vilchis. Opportunity here for the Highlanders. Breaking down the middle. Vilchis had Farnsworth on the outside, but a great play there by the Sporting Columbus defender. And back the other way comes Sporting Columbus with opportunities and numbers back the other way. Meredith able to knock that one out of bounds here momentarily, but it will be a throw-in here for Sporting Columbus. Farnsworth trying to step up there, was trying to make a big play, and if he could have, that would have freed his team 3-on-1 back the other way. The Highlanders trying to turn up the pressure, trying to get possession of this ball in the late minutes of this game.
Both teams just look gassed. They're just trying to find anything.
Another opportunity here for Sporting Columbus, but the Highlanders defense standing strong again. Gonzalez able to clear this one away. It'll be another throw in here for Sporting Columbus. Great slide tackle there. Another throw-in opportunity here for Sporting Columbus. Looks like we're going to have about an extra 3 minutes here of extra time. Sporting Columbus with an opportunity, though, back the other way in extra time. Comes the Highlanders back the other way here, trying to clear this one away. Another opportunity, maybe a last-second opportunity here for the Highlanders. Here's Farnsworth. He has fresh legs. Farnsworth trying to free up Vilchis across the middle. Vilchis, though, tripped up on the play. Then here come the Highlanders, or Sporting Columbus, back the other way. Gonzalez, though, able to step up, trying to come across the middle, finds a man. Now Gonzalez coming down. Opportunity here on the outside for Meredith. Meredith in a battle with the defender down low, and he's going to be taken down to the ground. Sporting Columbus maintaining the possession. He for Sporting Columbus. Callan here on the outside. Gonzalez. Last-ditch opportunity here for Wheeling, but Sporting Columbus trying to bring it back the other way. They were pretty frustrated on that one. They looked like they had two guys that could have got freed up.
This is getting intense.
McFarland waiting for the ball, bringing it down. Tries to shoot it down. It'll be another turnover here. Sporting Columbus with control. Trying to free up one of their wingers here down the sideline. Battle going on here in the corner. McFarland's going to win that one 9 out of 10 times, and he does there. Highlanders just trying to get it out of the danger zone there as they're going to launch it upfield. The Sporting Columbus defender able to get his paw on it. Arrett, the goal scorer, trying to free up Farnsworth, just a little bit too hot to handle for him. And the goalkeeper for Sporting Columbus launching one back down the field. Another opportunity here for Wheeling, trying to free up Vilchis. Tried to go past the defender there, but the goalkeeper coming up with that one. So the Highlanders with ferocious pressure here in extra time. Here comes Arrett. Arrett has Farnsworth to his left, tried to free him up across the middle. He almost had a step on the defender there. Arrett still with control. And Sporting Columbus will get the ball, and we'll have offsides here against Sporting Columbus. And that'll wrap this one up. And Sean, what a battle between these two clubs here. A 1-1 draw, but I mean, just all kinds of action in this one and just a great matchup.
I agree. Both clubs just gave it their all. They gave 110% this afternoon. I would say it's pretty 50-50 throughout the entire game. Both teams had great chances. Looked like the Highlanders were trying to get one at the end of the game, but Columbus just had that brick wall of a defense.
Absolutely, indeed. We want to thank everybody for listening in here tonight. This has been a 1JB Media production for JB and his entire crew. For Sean O'Grady, I'm Chris Thoburn. Your final score here from Bishop Schmitt Field. 1-1 draw between Sporting Columbus and the Highlanders. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for watching this special presentation of Highlanders FC.